Good morning, everybody. We are your framing gurus, and we have come to talk about framing. So we're just going to go through the steps to framing. Many of you will have already heard this many times, but we do have a lot of new people. And there are certain things that must be done when you're framing your pieces to make it easy for us to put them up. So we're going to talk about problems that we are facing at times when we're putting pieces up so that you know to avoid them. First of all, when you're going to start framing a piece, the first thing that you should do is to clean the inside and the outside of your frames and your glass. Quite often we find little pieces stuck in, and I'm terrible for that myself. The other thing is if many of you are choosing frames that have this foot on them, if you do give us a frame like that, we ask that you put either this little piece of plastic that you can buy at the hardware store and stick it in the corner there to make it even, or as Lucy points out,
I use the felt tack that you protect your table legs with from the floor. Yeah. That also works, and often people have it hanging around.
Yeah. The next thing is your matting. You must make sure that you choose a mat to fit your piece and that it doesn't crowd your piece. This one, I always say, too tight. You can see the mat's covering pieces, or just right. So you've got room going all the way around. The other problem that some people are faced with is choosing their mat. So here's a piece in bright colors. This is not a good fit at all. And what a difference when you choose, say, it doesn't have to be white, but you can see this would look good in black as well. I'll jump in now with this. Sometimes you may use a frame that has seen better days, and the back of it looks like this. This one is or like this. These are no-nos because these pieces are going to be bought by people and hung in their homes. So you want to finish it off properly. And the best way to do that, and you do this before you do your wiring, the best way to do that is with a brown piece of paper. In this case, Christmas on one side, brown on the other. And just two-sided tape. And then just put it on like that. And you get a nice finished framed piece. And now you can add your wiring. These kind of framed pieces are not really very good for wiring and putting in your pieces, because what happens is when it's hung, it falls, okay, or it comes undone. So try to stay away from these kind. The other thing with wiring, I'm coming over here, some people put their wire on their picture really loose, and it makes the painting come forward, or the work fall forward, or the wire shows above the frame. So what you want to do, first of all, is to place this wiring right here is too low. It should be placed at least an inch above. Get that in there. I know what's the problem is.
An inch above the center?
But an inch above the center, yes. At least an inch above the center. And it should be, come on you. Oh, it doesn't want to go in.
A lot of tension on the wire.
There it
Makes it hard, yeah.
Yeah, we'll just move that. So you can see where it is. It could even be higher. And once you have put your wiring in, make sure that you cover the ends of your wires with masking tape or some kind of a tape. Quite often when we're hanging, we get our fingers caught in the wires. And also, we hang in different places and you don't want to be scratching the walls. For instance, at Sunridge, the paint. We just take the paint off with our hooks, don't we? Yeah.
Hang pictures to cover defects.
That's right.
That's not the best way to do it.
So I think we've just about...
This frame. So there's another type of frame that we've ran into that doesn't work really well, and it's when they have the pre-positioned.
Yeah, what some people have actually done is just wrapped a piece of wire around this and put a loop in it.
Oh no.
That doesn't work very well. So
because the loop will show, the loop will show above, and the frame just doesn't hang securely.
No.
Yeah.
No.
And there are many different hangers. We have 2 big exhibits with different types of hanging, so we need the wiring to be universal.
Because some of the hooks are very large, and well, the ones at Sunridge are just little tiny things, but the ones like at the lobby, they're actually on wires.
Yeah, and
so it's a completely different format. So the one format for our framing that works with anything that we're given to hang on, and that's with the wire tight near the top and taped.
There we go. That's a good place.
That's a very good place to end. You're a very good guru.